one of the better epic commanders in the game, and definitely one of my personal favorites as well. This video is all about the Ice Mage, Waldyr. So stick around while we dissect him, see what he's good for, his skills, his talent trees, and all that good stuff. What is going on, guys? MEOWER here, back with a brand new video. This video is in the Commander series Revamped for Call of Dragons, featuring and starring the man, the myth, the legend, Waldyr, one of the best epic commanders in the game, and definitely one of the most useful commanders in the game in general, as he is very versatile when it comes to his uses, especially in PvP. The sheer amount of debuffs he can apply and the damage amplification he provides to the mage marches, and the synergy with a lot of other mages, especially because he has access to the magic tree, the PvP tree, and the skill tree. So without further introduction, let's get started. Before we continue though, please don't forget to share, like the video, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. It helps me a lot out as well. So let's start. We'll be starting with his skills. Now, Waldyr's skill is an AoE because it's awakened, but before it's awakened, it only hits two nearby legions for a total of three. But after it's awakened, it hits three legions, extra legions for a total of four, and it applies Bloom and Freeze, lowering their attack and their march speed by 20% each for 3 seconds, which is fantastic value, especially for an epic commander. His second skill is all about improving attack and HP for magic units. Pretty good, pretty good. His third skill increases hero skill damage by 15%, which is pretty big. And finally, his last skill gives him a shield that whenever he gets hit by a skill, he activates this shield immediately, blocking the second part of the rage skill. If it's hit by the primary, it will block the secondary, and so on and so forth. It only triggers once every 20 seconds with a 600 shield factor, which is pretty amazing. Overall, a really solid skill kit. But now let's check his talents. As for his talents, this is the usual page I run. I run this page when I'm using him as the lead with Lilia. Now, Caged Animal and Thirst for Blood are both really good, so it would be more of your preference. I like Thirst for Blood more right now because right now in SS1-2, the server where I'm at, the troop capacity is up to 250,000 troops, so it really scales up really high with the damage factor, netting me a higher output DPS than Caged Animal. However, an argument can be made that Caged Animal could be more valuable as well, but to each their own when it comes to preference. So we'll run their usual attack, defense, HP. Then we're going to go for attack, skill damage, rage generation. Then, because I put him as the primary commander when it comes to running mages, we're going to use this Boiling Blood to increase 8% every time my deputy or the secondary commander launches the skill, which amplifies their skill damage even more. Now you have HP mitigation or dealing more hero skill damage, but I do prefer the HP mitigation much more. Then we're going to go for the standard crit build because healing is not that useful, or it could be pretty good just to get the extra steady hands. However, crit is far more superior because when you crit, it's going to really hurt. And then we're going to go for the magic tree. We're going to go for standard magic HP. We're going to go for an extra rage generation because mages, you want to pull off as many rage cycles as possible. Even if you do hit the rage cap of 220 per turn, it's okay as long as you get off those skills as fast as possible. You could also, if you prefer, give them march speed, but mages as a troop type have super low march speed in general, so you're really buffing a low stat with a high percentage, which is not as valuable as just gaining even more rage cycles. Then you're going to go for intimidation again, and then you're going to go for magic maelstrom. And finally, for the last point, you're going to put it in the 3%, or you can put it here just to gain 1.6 extra flat skill damage at the cost of 0.8 normal attack. That's it. That's the standard build what I usually run on Waldyr. The second build is all about defense breaking. So we're gonna go for regular attack, regular defense, yada yada yada, the normal. Then we're gonna go for mighty power. Then we're gonna use the PvP tree as our base. We're gonna give him normal attack damage. We're gonna give skill damage. Then we're gonna go for Army of Valor. We're gonna go for the extra march speed because counterattack. If you're using counterattack to deal damage as mages, you're playing mages incorrectly. Be sure to check out my open field guide in order to learn how to use your troops and position properly. I will put up a card somewhere in this video. And then finally, there is Breachblade in order to get the magic defense as soon as you defense break. I mean, as soon as you enter combat, then we're gonna go for the usual over raging. That's fine. Then we're gonna go for skill damage, and we're finally gonna end it off with the magic maelstrom to finalize our penetration build, which just breaks defense over and over and over again. And the last point, we'll put it either in high spirit or just to get a little bit extra more attack from range attack. These two, in my opinion, are the only two valuable builds on him, or on any mage really. The rest of the magic tree is pretty underwhelming. It's not that good. It's not worth even bothering with. So you either go for a pure skill crit build, or you can go the defense break build. Also, shout out to Lee because he's the one who brought the build into my eyes and taught me how it works and everything. Yeah, these two are the only two viable builds for now for commanders such as Waldyr. Since Waldyr, you want him as your primary, so you want to make use of every single talent point to maximize his efficiency. Now, Waldyr is a starter commander for the League of Order. You can get him if you start, or if you switch factions at Hall 10, then start getting him from the main quest line. You can get him from the daily quests chest. You can get him from the Dragon Trail shop, and you can finally get him from either gold keys, silver keys, or buying his shards from the VIP store. And of course, at VIP 7, you can select to get 8 of his. You can get 2 of his sculptures for daily logging in at VIP 7. And yeah, as for his pairings, Waldyr should always be your primary unless you're running him with Valium. So you want to run Waldyr Lilia as your bread and butter for a Mage March. Waldyr Valiant also work together wonderfully because they both apply the freeze, which is pretty good when Valiant especially awakened. You can always guarantee when the raid skill goes off, it's gonna guarantee doing the remove frozen effect, which is pretty good, dealing that extra damage. You can also run Waldyr Alwyn, though that is not as recommended because Alwyn is better off paired with another commander. And yeah, these are pretty much the viable pairings for Waldyr. Waldyr Atheist is not good because Atheist is a really bad commander. He's not good at all. He has very limited uses, so he should not be paired with a commander of Waldyr's caliber, since Waldyr is much more useful and has way more uses than other epics. You'll see him in the open field. You'll see him in the Dragon Raid when it comes to Haunted Behemoth. He's decent in PvE, though archers are still far more superior when it comes to PvE. But I do believe that is everything that you need to know about Waldyr. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments down below, or join our Discord and ask me there. Come chat with me, have fun, all that stuff. And if you like the video, drop a like, comment down below, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification because I will be releasing even more videos and the Commander series till I'm done setting out a guide for every single commander in the game. And yeah, and I will see you in the next video. Meow meow.